Welcome back to Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Here in Lemuria, we're gonna explore around and figure out what's going on in this strange little city. And first, I think I really want to find a shop, but for now we can see if there's anything underneath the ground or something. How much longer will Conservato be in there? They've been talking for ages now. The king is holding council with Lord Conservato right now. Might be a while before we can see him. I had heard Piers is back, but I didn't believe it until now. You seem much more confident, Piers. Everyone has been noticing. The king will be thrilled to hear that his trusted Piers has returned. Life never changes here in Lemuria. It can get rather dull, you'll find. Sometimes I think the buildings fall apart faster than we age. How old am I again? I quit counting after I turned 200, and that was long ago. King House is far older than even I am. How old is he? I had never been outside of Lemuria. I don't know what the rest of the world is like. If there weren't laws for preventing us from leaving, I would be gone in an instant. Who knows what wonders lie across the sea of time? I'd love to know, but I can't stand places with little culture and no advanced civilization. Now that Piers returned, maybe he'll share his tales of the outside world with me. The Senate passed the law that prohibits us from leaving, but Piers is carried out by the tidal wave. He can't be blamed for that. I have to feel surprised to see outsiders here, but I can't remember how to be surprised. Long ago, a man named Lunpa drifted to our island. That was quite a surprise. Someone else came with him, but he fled so quickly. What was his name again? Are you the travelers that came here with Piers? I am sorry it's taken me so long to visit, Uncle. Piers, you are alive! Yes, I've managed to survive against a great many trials. What a fascinating coincidence! We stumbled across Piers' uncle's house. I must thank you all for looking after my nephew. This is Felix and Creighton. They are my friends and have aided me tremendously. If my sister can only hear how timid young Piers has become a mighty warrior. Where's my mother? We've been so busy that since we arrived that I haven't had a chance to I haven't had a chance to see her. Now that I think about it, this place is a mess. What happened? Mother's always so neat. No, she hasn't fallen ill again, has she? There's still illness in Lemuria? My mother was born with a weak heart. Piers, I'm sorry, your turn comes too late. After the tidal wave washed you to sea, your mother suddenly fell ill. The shock of losing you was too great for her poor heart. She held out for hope for your safe return to the very end. Perhaps your mother gave herself up to ensure your survival. Does that not sound like your mother? Where is she now? She rests in the cemetery now. Check the headstones, you will find her. What should we do, Felix? Should we follow Piers? After all we've been through, the least we can do is offer Piers our condolences. I'm so relieved that Piers has returned to me alive. He is the last of my relatives. Without him, I would be alone. Poor Piers, being born in Lemuria and give it long life, only to lose his father in his youth and his mother now. He faces many long years of loneliness. Wait. I asked that you leave Piers to his mourning for now. Now he is struggling with the loss of his mother. He needs time. You came to Lemuria to learn more of alchemy, do you not? I suspected as much. Piers is right to bring you here. Piers told me his secret, the mission he was given by His Highness the King. Even had the tidal wave not carried Piers off, he would have left us. Such was his fate. You look confused. Piers told you about this, did he not? Curious. I can't understand why he would do that. If Lord Conservato had not led the Senate to oppose him, he would have left sooner. I wonder what news Piers has brought with him. Either way, I do know why he has brought you here. Felix, don't tell me that he hasn't at least told you that much. Did Piers tell you nothing before bringing you here to Lemuria? Unfortunately, I know little more than that. While Piers confronts all the sorrow over the loss of his mother, you have some time. I shall write you a letter, so that you can see Lunpa. Lunpa has locked himself in his tower and rarely comes out, but if I send him this, he will see you. All I need is a bird to carry it to him in his tower. There, you should be able to see him now. Go Lumpa's tower, he will see you. Lunpa has given the king tremendous aid in this matter. He'll have much to tell them. We are the only children in Lemuria. I often wish there were other children to play with. It has been many, many years since a new child was born in Lemuria. Lemurians love children, but they only remain children for such a short time. Everyone spoils me so much. I even want to grow up. But in 20 or 30 years, I'll be an adult. Oh well, I guess it's some kind of change. Are there other children in the lands beyond the Sea of Time? Are there other people? House of the Senate. I'm surprised we're let in. Are you the warriors from beyond the Sea of Time who return with Piers? What can you uncivilized louts hope to bring to Lemuria? Was that some sort of force synergy? Ho ho ho, we Lemurians are master synergy. All. Your power is not special here. Come on, May, I can't approve of anyone setting alchemy loose in the world. All the members of the Senate must remain opposed to breaking the seal. As long as you remain united, King Hyos cannot take any action to complete this plan. Long ago, the power of alchemy was abused in ways that might bring about the end of the world. Because it was sealed away, the king claims the world has begun to wither and decay. Ever since alchemy is sealed, the time itself has seemed frozen. In my mind's eye, I do not see anyone who would go along with the king's plan. And now, rumors abound of a group of fools who are actually attempting to restore alchemy. It's only because alchemy was sealed away that the world has enjoyed its lasting peace. If alchemy were loosed upon the world, people would fight again to control the Stone of Sages. Alchemy must remain sealed away, if for no other reason than to avoid the strife. Has Lemuria fallen into decay? I ask you? Nay. Only by casting aside alchemy has the world been saved from itself. Certainly, Lemuria has lost some of the splendor that once filled its streets, but I think that alchemy could restore this as madness itself. Do you seek to know more about the draughts that provide us such longevity? Once Lemurians bowed special draughts to leave here and travel the world through Wayard. A man named Babi stole the remainder of our precious draughts and fled Lemuria. Even though we no longer prepare the draught, the water of our spring sustains us. So yeah, the water still applies. The water still affects them, but the draught does not anymore. So this is there no shop here? Can I not sell any items? Oh. If it weren't for the people in the castle, the Lemurians would probably let themselves starve. Wait a minute. Oh, it goes down! The Marines are so lazy that they make me look like a dynamo, and they live so long! Oh, Piers has that one. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to use this unless I get Piers back. Oh! That's cool. A rusty sword. Huh. Nothing up here. Honestly, I'm amazed that anyone can travel so far across the world in this age. Say, Piers isn't with you, why not? His mother passed away, he's gone to visit her grave. Of course, his mother. He loved her dearly. A terrible loss, it must have been hard on him. Well, Piers may not be here, but we still have much to discuss. If Piers brought you, you must be working to break the seal on the alchemy, right? Ah, Piers has done quite well in finding you. What mission could the good King Hauppauge have assigned to Piers? What? Piers has told you nothing of his mission? Really? So you actually have nothing at all to do with alchemy. Our parents were kidnapped by the Fire Clan far to the north. We are only fighting the beacons to gain their freedom. King Hauppauge told me that Venus and Mercury have been ignited once again. Was that your doing? I'm afraid I know nothing of any Northern Fire Clan. But that doesn't explain you, sir. You're clearly not related to these two. What are your goals? Kraden joined us on the quest on behalf of Lord Babi of Tolbi. Bobby? I only know of one man named Bobby, but it couldn't. Master Lunpa, the Bobby you speak of is the same man you knew long ago. Ah, so he's still out there, living in the outside world. Well, that might be not the most accurate way of putting it. Most accurate? Ma, you certainly have an odd way of turning a phrase. He was living, yes, until recently, that is. So, Bobby passed away, but only recently, you say. When he finally ran out of his mystic dross, his spirit began to wane. Then, I no longer know anyone in the outside world. But, aren't you Lunpa the righteous thief? I was caught once long ago. Why do you ask? I'll bet there's at least one person in the outside world whom you still know. Who would that be? There's a town called Lunpa in northern Angara. A man named Dampa lives there. I still that village, and my Dampa, he's my son. Now, your grandson, Dampa, rules over your village. Rules? Rules is an ill-sounding word. But it's an accurate one, Lunpa. Dampa is an evil thief who has caused much trouble in Angara. What has become of my son? How can you permit such a thing to happen? Master Lunpa, don't you have any idea how old Dampa is? He is as I am, an old man. He may be older even than I. If this news outrages you, why don't you go and set Dampa straight? If only I could. Is this the reason we're here? To bring news to the outside world? No. Yes, I am sorry we were sidetracked. We have much more to discuss. But before we begin, there is one thing I must say. You don't mind, do you, Felix? Clearly, your judgment on this matter is fogged, Felix. I must speak. I had discussed this with none but Felix, but I have my own reasons for this quest. What do you mean? Only that I have my own reasons for wanting to see the beacons lit again. Why are you telling me all this now? Because I feel this quest is deeply linked to Lemuria. I thought odd that Lord Bobby should order me to research alchemy. Hey, wait a minute. Is this what you promised to tell us when we reach Lemuria? Yes. May I continue? Long ago, before Alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations advanced in cultured as Lemuria. At the moment that alchemy is sealed away, most of those civilizations began to wane. until eventually they vanished. I have formed certain theories now, suggesting that this may be related to steel and alchemy. Let me get this straight. You felt you couldn't tell us this until we were in Lemuria? And you only wanted to come to Lemuria to test your theories to see if they were true. But even if everything you said is true, what does that all mean? If your theories are correct, the world itself will wane and vanish, won't it, Kraden? Piers never spoke of this to you, did he? If you came to this theory on your own, you are indeed a wise scholar. We would do well to trust you. What do you mean? King Hairos and I, as well as the others in Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you do, Kraden. You do? Civilizations thrive by building upon the knowledge of the past. Knowledge gained in one generation should be taken even further by the next. Thus, knowledge and learning continue to grow. This is the natural course of civilization. But where is the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are isolated and alone. You have encountered many cultures in your travels. Are any of them capable of building the great stadiums and lighthouses that you have seen? No, they are not. But this is not the only sign of the decay you have theorized. I think it best to hear the rest directly from His Majesty King Hydros. Yes, Kraden, we shall go visit the king. Ah, but King Hydros is in council with Lord Conservato. May not be allowed in. Conservato, that fool! He furiously dodged what he can see with his own eyes. I will meet with the king and press our evidence upon Conservato. Come with me. Gah, stupid door. Ha, yeah! Pah, at last you are open. To the king's chambers. Lunpa ought to be as old as Lord Babi was, but he has so much energy. He's got a fire in him. I do wish I could have heard more about Lord Babi, though. But come, Felix, to the king's palace we go. Okay, well that is it for this episode of Golden Sun: Lost Age. In the next episode, we're going to meet the King Hydros of Lemuria. Until then, this is JaidynReiman, signing out.